How's everyone doing? I just read a review about Bayonetta 2 by the website Polygon. Polygon gave the game a 7.5. Now, the reason why they gave the game a 7.5, check out the Batman chest hair, by the way. That is a damn near a bat logo, and I did not shave it like that. You got to give props where it's due. That is just superior genetics. But anyways, they gave Batman a fucking 7.5 out of 10, and they didn't cite it because of the gameplay. The gameplay had nothing to do with what they gave the game review for. You know, they gave or not a bad review. 7.5 is oftentimes misconstrued as a bad review because everyone's just all fucking excited about 10 out of 10 this, 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, all that shit. If you were to look at it, a median out of 1 through 10 would be 5. So this game did get a passably good review. However, the reason why they knocked the points off to a 7.5 is because the character was over-sexualized. Let me explain something to you. I am a feminist. I am a feminist. I think women and men are equal. I think they're equal in mental power. I think they're equal in academic achievement. I think they're equal. They should be treated equal. They should be paid equal. They shouldn't have to deal with men fucking with them just because they're pretty or just because they choose to dress a certain way. That I feel, in my definition of feminism, I am a feminist in that sense, where I think women are equal. However, the game is based around, essentially, the story of a slutty witch, slutty in the term that we can identify as slutty, not saying, oh, are you trying to slut-shame a person that doesn't exist? No, I'm not trying to slut-shame a woman that doesn't exist, but does follow the exploits of a slutty witch. That is what the game is essentially about. And anyone who goes into it thinking it's going to be something else or some kind of uplifting experience where, oh, this is what it is, that's not what it is. It's not anything else except for the exploits of a slutty witch. That's the plot. That's the premise. I haven't played the game yet, so I don't know the full storyline point per point. I played the demo. I have another video for that. You can go check it out if you want to. But it's following the exploits of a slutty witch. And then they criticize the game because the slutty witch is essentially slutty. And also they recommended the game saying it was a damn near perfect game. But they criticize it they criticize the character for being the character that was created. That's so fucking dumb. You could let me read to you the wrap up of this review so you can understand what I'm getting at. Bayonetta 2's blatant over-sexualization puts a big dent in an otherwise great game. When Platinum Games is on, it's really, really on. And Bayonetta 2 is in almost any respect that counts a better game than the first, whose mechanics were already exemplary. But every time I'd feel on a roll, enjoying my time with Bayonetta 2 immensely, I'd be broken out of it by another cheap shot of TNA. I'd be wrecking a flock of angelic or demonic enemies, sliding in and out of which time almost at will, and then the special weapon I had picked up because a literal stripper pole for Bayonetta to dance on, because I guess. I won't guess why the blatant over-sexualization is still there, often more intensely than before, but it causes an otherwise great game to require a much bigger mental compromise to enjoy. Sorry for the retard reading. I don't know what's wrong with me right now. I'm still slightly nervous to be on camera. Also, I'm kind of fat, so being shirtless is a very big compromise for me. But I need to start loving myself, and you need to start loving yourself too, and that has nothing to do with anything. But yeah. Anyways, they said the game was a great game for the aspects of it that's a game. Also, they realized that sexualization was there before. And if you played Bayonetta 2, there was rampant sexualization. Like, for instance, she becomes nearly butt naked to fight demons with her clothing or her, jumpsuit, whatever you want to call it, that gives her superpowers. So that was always a part of Bayonetta's just character. Like, not really appeal because the gameplay, that has nothing to do with it. Bayonetta's character's whatever, anyways. But if you're going to attack the game and say it's over-sexualizing somebody, when the theme of the game is over-sexualization in general, and then knock it for it, you can tell that, the whole feminist movement is like, these people are supposed to be impartial. And this whole feminist outlook it's not making people impartial. It's making people partial to things. They said the game was great. They complimented the game in every single aspect. They complimented the developer, Platinum Games, in every single aspect. But because the character is how the character was designed, they knocked the game. That's like, oh, I went to see the Simpsons movie, and I enjoyed the Simpsons movie. The jokes were funny, the writing was there, the story was well done, but Homer Simpson is still stupid. And I think men can't be stupid because I've met men before who don't act like Homer Simpson, so Homer Simpson can't be a portrayal of a man. and then you give it a shitty review because it fits into that characteristic of the character itself. That's really fucking stupid. This is, and then when anybody criticizes it, you know what they say? They say you hate women, or that you're ridiculous, or you're misogynistic, and it's insane. It's insane. It's fucking stupid. Or when you point out that when the press, when gaming press websites fucking give good press to people they're having sex with, that's a problem, they call you a misogynist. Like, what the fuck? I don't think Zoe Quinn's a bad person for fucking people Kotaku. It doesn't matter who she fucks. It matters that she fucks the same people that write about her shit. That's what matters, you stupid fucking idiots. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It makes me crazy. That's how crazy it makes me. Also, that's not the only thing that's making me crazy. All this midterm shit's making me crazy too, because I'm nervous. This is my first real year at college, and it's nerve-wracking. You know, I've generally gotten good grades. I generally tend to write decently well, or passably at least. But, and I'm not looking at a script and looking at myself in the camera because I'm kind of self-conscious, just so you know. So it's not like, oh, he's writing all this down. No, because if I was reading this, I'd be fucking up a lot more, as you can tell. Well, it depends. Sometimes I can read perfectly without fucking up or stuttering on words. That doesn't fucking matter. We'll talk about that later. This is pretty much me just lengthening a video that should be shorter than what it is already. But we need impartial game journalists. We need impartial game journalists that look at games within the context of the game. Okay? We shouldn't have journalists that criticize the games for being the games that they are. Like, Bayonetta is not a social statement. It is obviously not an accurate portrayal of women. So don't act like it is. Stop it. Just stop doing that. There's no reason for it. There's no reason for it at all. It's fucking stupid. And you need to stop being fucking stupid. That's it. Also, once again, I'd like to talk about my superior masculinity because I'm a man and that just makes me better than everyone, and I just think that. But please, you have to look at the beauty that this Batman symbol chest hair. Look at the man. I need to lose some weight. But this Batman chest hair that you see here. Just look at it. Just look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Just look at that superior. Look at me. I'm just killing it. Anyways, but yeah. Look at that Batman. Also, speaking of which, I guess I'll use this video as a 100-day challenge update. I've been dieting, and I only had about 1,700 calories for the past, or I had 1,700 calories yesterday, and I had about 2,200 calories today. Being that I'm 6'7", that is passable for me. That is okay to have, and I'll still lose weight on those calories. I don't know if I look any smaller because it's only been 2 days. The 7-day challenge does entail both dieting and exercise. I haven't had much time to exercise. Well, I've walked around, obviously, and done stuff like that, but I haven't had time to go to a gym formally and exercise because of the midterm, because I've been doing stuff. But yeah, once that starts too, I'll start doing updates about my workouts. I'm gonna start, posting videos. I'll post videos at the gym. I'll sit there and be working on the machine. I'm like, "Sup, motherfucker? This is Abraham Bruce Lee, and I'm out of breath. I'm so out of shape." That's what I'm gonna be doing. So check it out. Check out the videos. Okay. If you like my videos, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. The fact that if I can entertain you, that means a great deal to me, because there's a lot of things I want to do. YouTube is just one of the things I aspire to do. Once again, I don't believe I can really make it with this stuff. I don't know, but I'm trying. And just because you're not sure of something doesn't mean you shouldn't try, because if you don't try your whole life, you're going to wonder what happens. And you don't want that. So once again, this is Abraham Bruce Lee. I've been going on for 8 minutes. Please subscribe, and thank you for watching. And now I'm going to press stop on the recording.